So, I'm a drummer, and I love Genshin Impact. But that being said, I haven't actually played the Natlan Archon quest at all. I've been waiting to stream it and share it with the community at some point down the road. But one thing that can't be ignored is the music. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the battle themes of Natlan. First up is Anthem of the Savannah. Now, I'm pretty sure this song was included. Yeah. This song was included in that big, cool live performance that they showcased prior to the release of Genshin 5.0. So I guess we have technically heard this song, but not in a minute. And this is disc 3 of that initial Natlan OST. And honestly, we're going to listen to the whole thing. I'm pretty sure this entire disc is all battle songs based on the song titles that I looked up. So we're just gonna roll with it, man. I love that. What do we call it? The Natlan motif. Bum 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 bum. It's so good, man. It's just got like just the right amount of punch to it. And they take it, they move it onto the marimba. That'd be a marimba. Love the vocals. So good, man. I'd say that the vocals on the Natlan soundtrack are underappreciated, but I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure everyone appreciates them just as much as they should, because they are incredible. Oh, the brass. Okay. That is so cool, the way they just keep that rolling throughout basically the entire song. You got the vocal performance in there too, and that cadence for the vocals is just so nice, so punctuated. It has great rhythm to it. It just, the whole section just really moves. Oh. I don't know the name of that instrument, but that's the Donkey Kong sound. And I don't think it's just your standard steel drum. I'm pretty sure it's like a marimba or xylophone style instrument, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh my gosh. There's so much movement, so much action. But like, I guess we'll pause real quick to talk about this. This is what makes this such a great battle theme. Lots of movement, lots of action, great intensity, but it's not super like dark or loud, and it's not even really all that in your face, you know? It's the kind of music, it's a video game soundtrack at the end of the day. The music is meant to be played in the background while something else is happening. In this instance, battles. And there are some songs, even within the Genshin soundtrack, some songs are very aggressive, very in your face. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that necessarily, but you get instances like this, where it's a lot more withdrawn, but the vibe and the purpose isn't lost. And to me, that's really cool. And I feel like that's particularly difficult to pull off when you're making music specifically for battles and intense moments in game. It can be really easy to lose that intensity when you kind of tone down the overall sound, but not the case here. And they're not even adding in like a lot of distorted electronic noise, which is almost a default for intensity in music. Oh, like this is all just clean, it's organic, it's beautiful. And it comes back down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't even heard an electric guitar, which I know they do use electric guitar for this soundtrack because I've seen it like in the performances. That is so good, man. So good. The percussion work in the background is just wonderful. Every section it changes just a little bit. And they add in more layers. Oh. And that's where the intensity comes from. It's more a matter of dynamic. I was about to say it's more a matter of dynamic than volume as soon as the song got notably louder right here at the end. Well. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Somebody was shredding. Oh, man. Oh, I don't remember it ending like that. That was some serious intensity. The only thing more intense than that is the crippling weight of trying to feed a family of 4 with grocery prices right now. If topping up in gacha games was any easier, it would create some serious problems. Oh, gee willikers, it just got easier. Eldorado.gg makes topping up as easy as staring at fictional characters on a screen, on the bus, in the back seat, in the kitchen, dripping with sweat because of the gym, of course. It doesn't matter. Eldorado.gg makes it easier than ever to top up on your favorite games. With millions of sales and great reviews, Eldorado provides a safe and secure place to find amazing discounts on your favorite in-game currencies. Genshin players in particular love Eldorado, and even third-party sites like Trustpilot have verified the authenticity and safety of the whole experience. With information and transactions secured by Trade Shield, Eldorado.gg is safer than my search history when a new character gets announced. One might even say it's safer than trying to pull a 4-star character. Now, beyond their base discounts, my community is being offered an additional 5% off everything on the website across all games. Use coupon code Samizard at checkout or hit the link in the pinned comment or description for the discount to be applied automatically. Thank you, Eldorado.gg, for making my wife's car payment this month. Now let's get back to it. Anyways, moving on to the next song. Oh! One more? Punchy. Oh, we read the 4 on the floor beat coming in, but I didn't anticipate that extra instrumental turnaround. Okay, let's just replay that again. That was a clean ass intro. I thought they were gonna go right into it. No, little turnaround. Dude. There's the snare. Nice. And oh, the Latin groove is going crazy right now. Nice. Oh my goodness. The drumming on this song is exceptional. Oh my God. Again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's a masterclass in conveying energy and intensity without exhausting or fatiguing you. I'm still trying to listen to these sections and these transitions as I talk, but this is... There's that beat again. Oh. You guys can't see it, but I'm shaking my ass right now. The little bit I got back there is absolutely schmoovin'. This part sounds like the theme of like a 80s Miami crime movie. And that's a praise, by the way. That is not a critique. We are praising the fact that it sounds like an 80s Miami investigation movie. Dude, this might be the slap happiest battle theme I've ever heard in my life. Stop it. Can you guys hear the drumming happening? It sits pretty far back in the mix, but now we've moved on to the ride cymbal and the bell as well. Oh! Nasty ass drum fill too. Oh my God. Who did the drumming on this track? Now I'm wondering, man, in this kind of a recording environment, was this like, would this have been one take? You know? Like all the drumming that you hear right now, the kick, the snare, the hi-hat, the ride, the toms, was it all recorded in one take? Or did they record certain parts independently, like record that dancing hi-hat independently to not throw off what they did on the ride cymbal later on? Did they record the toms independently? I would be very curious to see this performed live. So far, everything I've heard, granted, I'm very distracted by the rest of what's happening in the song, but everything I've heard so far on the drums sounds like it could be doable, but very difficult. So right now you got that dancing hi-hat, and there's a lot of action on the toms. But I think what we heard there is doable. You know what? Hey, let's just circle back. Let's listen to it again. Why not? I don't know. Now I'm kind of starting to think those might be independently recorded tracks. I'm gonna play it back one more time. I'm gonna give myself a little extra. We'll get a leg up on this. We'll get a running start, if you will. Hopefully you got headphones in. I'm gonna turn it up. Listen for those toms bouncing with the hi-hat right here. Volume's going up. Fair warning. I'm going to say, given the fact that we are typically working with world-class musicians for this soundtrack, that's probably done live. And that is remarkable, because that's hard as shit. If you play drums and you could hear those tom hits coming in with that dancing hat still going, it is doable, but it is difficult. And even right now, we've got... I'm going to circle back a little bit more because I was yapping over that. They're like circling between the snare hits, like that dancing Latin snare beat that they've been playing the whole song, mixed in with tom hits and that dancing hat. The horn is really heavy in this section, so it might be hard to pick up the drumming happening. I'm going to raise the volume again, and let's listen for that. That is exceptional drumming. And honest to God, even if it is recorded on two separate, 2 or more independent tracks, the composition, the writing for that drum segment is outstanding either way. That was just really quite the treat. And the audio mix on the drums is delightful as well. Wow. Dude, tell me that doesn't scream 80s cop movie, the way they ended it like that too. Oh, come on. Ooh. Is it a diridiu? Oh God, I can never say that instrument correctly. We even talked about it on a video a while back. Badass instrument, gnarly sound. You cannot replicate that sound. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa! They changed up the hits. I was trying to follow the hits. They change with each measure. Now they're doubling. Bum 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 bum. Rather than having those sharp bum 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 bum, they doubled it up. Just creates extra movement without taking too much away from the dynamic. Oh, what a fun little beat there. And of course the vocals. He's got that in the background, the strings, bum, bum, bum. Well, not here, obviously. Of course, they stop it as soon as I point it out. That's how it goes. Oh, whoa, whoa, But wait a second, that's the same melody and cadence as the vocals. Hang on. Hey, hang on. I bet. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where the vocals start. Most replayed, yeah. I love that little beat, man. That's so fun. It's so dancey. The harmonizing, gorgeous. Now, does this match what happens next on the in the composition? Wait. No, this is mimicking vocals we heard earlier, but not earlier in this song. Where are we at? We're at the 10-minute, 14-second. That's mimicking the vocal cadence from way back here, right? We got to go looking now. Wait for it. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a reprisal. It's a reprisal. It's not necessarily mocking the vocals that already happened, but rather just a reprisal of the melody as a whole. So that's on the I think it's a marimba there, not actually on the vocals. It's on that vocal section. I'm pretty sure the vocals do actually circle back to follow that as well. Every time I see a most played section, I assume that's where the vocal performance happens. Okay, no, that's still on the percussion, not the vocals. All right, so let's jump back up here because that was just really cool. I wasn't expecting that to tie in from a previous song. Now, granted, Genshin does that all the time, and I shouldn't just say Genshin. Game soundtrack writing as a whole is chock full of reprisals of motifs, melodies, songs, the whole shebang. Very common practice in the industry. Something that I personally love. I love hearing like a cool part like this reimagined to be different for different contexts, right? It's just cool, especially when you catch it in game and you get that little like, for me, honestly, it usually happens with sad music. Fire Emblem Awakening would be a really good example. The song id, right? ID. Yeah. That's the one. They basically have like reprisals of that throughout the entirety of the game, and a lot of times it's in like an emotional moment. And for me, like hearing that repeated with different dynamic and different instrumentation in different moments, especially knowing that most of the moments had emotional context to them, that feels like really cool to make that connection. That's just one example. Like I said, it happens in most games that you play, utilize reprisals throughout the gameplay experience, and I love it. Right here, it's the same thing. It's that lead melody. Oh, what I did, that was made up. That is not part of any song. They started going a different direction, and I followed and went way off the tracks. This is why I'm just a drummer, not a real musician. Build it up. Big. Oh, the vocals. Whoa. Can you guys hear again, I think it's the marimba in the background. It's tucked way back in the mix. I'm going to turn up the volume again. Fair warning, gamers. if you got headphones on, listen for the marimba dancing in the background, because it is doing that bum ba ba bum ba da ba dum bum ba 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 da ba da, that whole thing that it did earlier in the song, and we've heard it reprised a handful of times, but it's in the background and they're going like hard as feck with it right now. Listen for that if you can. There. All right, when that wind instrument, that flute, whatever it is, when that came in, you really lose the marimba in the background. But man, they are earning their pay with that performance. Damn. This is such a vibe. Holy cow. This music's amazing. Oh. Yeah, bringing in the whole string section for that run. Hell yeah. And the horns. There's our triumph. Triumph at the end. Damn. Whoa. A dance in fire. Holy cow. I might like that one better than the Anthem of the Savannah. I'm not going to lie. All right, we're getting into some shorter, more bite-sized songs here at the tail end. Okay, all right, so we talked about how one of the easiest ways, I shouldn't say easiest, one of the more common ways to convey like tension and intensity in video game music is to add distortion and electronic sounds, which we have not had really any at all in the first 3 tracks. But here right off the rip, you definitely have that, which is fitting because the title is Grim is the Night. So you've got multiple instances just in the title that signify you can expect a dark, broody, gritty mood here. And musically, we are definitely getting that. Lots of electronic ambiance happening here. What is that instrument? Is that synth? This sounds like Halo right now. This is freaking sick. I want to circle back. That high-pitched, whatever that was, I couldn't tell if that was synth or it almost sounded like it could have been like a steel drum or something like that. Percussion instrument that has pitch to it. You guys heard that, right? Oh, whatever it is, what an excellent choice. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, they brought it up. Bum 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 bum. They're kind of bouncing that back end. We'll call it the bass line is being provided by, you know, your low strings, your cello, and the actual percussion there. And the 2 sections are essentially sharing the load, you know? Dude, it's crazy how much this sounds like Halo. You could put this song in a Halo game and I would not have second guessed it. Also, quick note for those of you, I guess maybe even if you're not new to the channel, Halo is my favorite gaming franchise of all time. I'm very, very familiar with the Halo soundtrack. So like when I say this sounds a lot like Halo and you could put it in a Halo game and I wouldn't notice, that's uncanny for me. I guess it would depend on which Halo game. It wouldn't sound right in Halo 1, but like, you know, one of the newer ones like Halo 5, Halo Infinite, maybe even Halo 4, they had a little bit of a different soundscape because composers changed when the studios changed. And I think you could drop this in one of the later Halo titles and it would fit perfectly in a lot of areas. And yeah, the song's just kind of sick as hell. Oh, they really led up to that drop off with a lot of little, like, I'll call it ambient percussion. Beautifully done. Damn. Grim is the night. Okay, shoot. I wasn't expecting that kind of a vibe. This feels like a drastic vibe change. We are heavily electronic right off the rip and very uplifting. You've got that atmospheric synth going on. Just the droning, you know, the whoosh. 4 on the floor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're here to feel good now. Digital kick drum, which is serving its purpose. It has a very dancey, poppy, fun sound to it. Oh! We gotta talk about that. The arpeggiated synth too. That's a unique song. Hang on though. We gotta talk about this little middle section right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th notes, right? Still going. You've got your 4 on the floor kick drum, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got those strings laying down like the top end percussion. Usually you would have that coming on like the hi-hat, right? It's got to be a higher pitch so that it stands out from the kick that's leading the back end there. So you've got the higher pitched strings and they're hitting 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they change it up right there. I wasn't sure when exactly that happened. I'm gonna level with you. So they go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the way they do it. They're like taking quick little breaks to get like da da dun da da dun da da dun. They go higher up, and then I think they circle to those. Okay, that's hard to follow. I thought they gave us like a whole measure of that, but they don't. It's really just a fill, a transition there at the tail end. Either way, very tastefully done. What a delightful song that was. Lightning Racing. Wow. Man, I wasn't really expecting so many different vibes. Right? It's like the first 2 songs. I think they shared a pretty similar vibe. Third song, honestly, fairly similar as well. Then all of a sudden, we got down here to Grim as the Night and Lightning Racing. And now we're on the last one, Chasing the Rainbow. Okay, we'll see what this is about. Yeah, we went from like pure, raw, organic instrumentation and like bright and energetic while still conveying like some intensity and a lot of movement to just really dark and gritty. And then all of a sudden back to light and uplifting right there, but super synthetic, super duper synthetic. So what do we get for the last song here? This has got to be like Kanish music, right? Okay. Here we are again, drastically different. The chiptune sound is real. Yeah, this is just pure joy right here. Don't need to think too hard about it. Ooh, mixing in the violin to lead there. A build? Are they gonna lift or are they gonna drop? Oh no. That's great. I don't even know, do we? We ask, are they gonna lift or are they gonna drop? And they did both. Wow. Oh, the beat change. Come on. Changing it up again. This is absurd. This is absurd. Just leaves you smiling though. Dang, gamers! So that's the Natlan soundtrack, specifically the battle themes. What a treat that was. And then listen, I know I've been missing out on Natlan music by not playing the game right now, we're just going to have to start going through and listening to this stuff because that was seriously awesome. Wow. Super engaging. And I feel it's almost like a percussionist dream come true with the direction they've gone for the music here. You've got so much happening with different hand instruments. You've got, you know, like your big baton instruments like a marimba, a xylophone, timpanis. You've got the whole shebang in there. Then they had a whole song that was basically led by an acoustic drum kit and an incredible ass performance on the drum kit as well. What a treat, gamers. I hope you enjoyed that video half as much as I did. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more, get connected with us on social media. We've got Twitter, Blue Sky, and our Discord server, all linked down below. And I'd love to see you on the next video, and I hope I do. Love the games, love yourself, and I love you. Bye.